Good afternoon. I'm Douglas Slaughter, the Executive Chairman of the Center for African American History, Art, and Culture. I want to welcome all of you here for this great occasion, the signing and reception for Blessed Experience. Let's give the Congressman a hand. We want to welcome you to a work in progress. This is the Center for African American History, Art, and Culture. In the late 1800s, it was known as the Emmanuel Institute. It was the first school in Aiken developed for the children of newly freed slaves. And since that time, it has been a school for several generations, and we're excited about the opportunity to turn this once again into a learning center. Aiken has a rich and phenomenal history. A lot of times people aren't aware of the history of the community that they live in. This facility will capture that history. I don't know if you know this or not, but Aiken County was established by African Americans during the time of Reconstruction. We want to tell the story of that history. I'm an African American Baptist pastor, and what I'm really excited about is the birthplace of the African American Baptist Church was at Silver Bluff Baptist Church here in Aiken County. All of that story and all of the rich stories of Aiken will be told at this cultural center, and we thank you for being here. At the end of everything, if you'd like to go on a tour, we'd love to show you what we're up to here at the cultural center. At this time, we want to invite Dr. Sandra Jordan, who is the chancellor at the University of South Carolina, Aiken. She'll come and give us remarks.
Great, good to see you again. Thank you so much.
I'm so honored to be invited to give a few remarks on this very important occasion. Luckily, I was just in Washington, D.C. and had an opportunity to visit the office of Congressman Clyburn, where I was received very warmly by his staff, and then had a chance to be personally welcomed by the congressman, and we had a chance to chat.
Absolutely.
I was there to thank him for the work he does, the golf tournament he sponsors that provides the Ken Zader scholarships. The Ken Zader scholarships allow students who might not otherwise be able to go to college to have a chance to get an education. It was your idea. You helped to create the opportunity.
Thank you.
And we are so grateful for your dedication to education. While I was there, I had the audacity to ask the congressman to sign a copy of his biography. What he may not know is that I had to run all over Washington, D.C. to get that book. I am pretty sure I bought the last copy in all of Washington. In fact, I had to go almost to Maryland. It cost me $65 in a taxi cab.
Oh, my Lord.
But I want to tell you that after I read the book, what I did with it, Congressman, I got him to sign the book, and I came home and I read it. And then I've donated it to the university library. Now, why would I give away a book that cost me extra money, a lot of effort? Because I think it's a book every student in South Carolina should read. It's a book that in its essence is about how one person can make a difference, not only in our state, but throughout our nation, especially if that's an individual who's working from deep-seated values and with great integrity. It is such a pleasure to be here. What you may not know is that one point in his career, he too was a teacher of 10th grade.
Yes, right.
It takes a special person to teach 10th grade. I know, that's why I teach college. And so I know that there's been a long tradition of valuing education by the Congress.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
At this time, we'd like to ask Representative Bill Clyburn to come and introduce the congressman formally.
Thank you, Reverend Slaughter. Ladies and gentlemen, it's truly an honor and a pleasure today to introduce our congressman, our author, and a public servant. we refer to him as Jim, and I think I've been knowing him now for probably longer than anyone, Ms. Emma, to tell you the truth. But the congressman was born and raised in Sumter, South Carolina. He's the son of a fundamentalist Baptist preacher. His mother was a beautician. He has two brothers, John and James, and John and Charles. I've been that Charles. I've been the missus of Charles. The congressman is married to the former Emily England. Now we refer to his wife as Miss Emma. Now it's a reason for that. You know, she's a really, really great, beautiful, silver-haired lady. And you know, when the congressman and I get into discussion, he's quick to tell me, well, no, I don't agree with you. Well, you're not right. But when he's talking to Ms. Emily, he listens. You know, the president of the United States said, you know, that when Congressman Clyburn speaks, that the Congress listen. Well, that's true too. But when Ms. Emma speaks, the congressman listens. He's been the former chairman of the Legislative Black Caucus. He is he's the former chair and vice chair for the Democratic Caucus in Congress. He's been involved with so many things throughout the state. He was educated in the public school system. He graduated from Mather. He got his education at South Carolina State University and South Carolina School of Law. He has 3 daughters. As a matter of fact, one of his daughters is here. Meng, would you please raise your hand? Meng is his oldest daughter, and she is a commission on the FCC, the Federal Communication Commission. And she's here with us today to be with her father to sign the book. I can just give you so many good things that the Congress has done. Now, he doesn't particularly like for me to do his introduction. He just wanted it done and you take a seat. But I'm going to be at liberty to tell you that not only am I related to him, but I want to have the opportunity to tell you a couple things about the congressman that you may not know. And Dr. Jordan alluded to the scholarships. Thousands of scholarships that he's been responsible for through his golf tournament. And for First Tee, you know, he's been involved with so many young kids, getting them started off in golf. And that's his favorite sport. He loves to play golf. And the only way, you know, he's very patient. The only way I can get him upset is just really get into a hard discussion with him about golf and try to make up stories on him, and he gets upset about that. But I want to thank the congressman for what he's done, not only in his district, but for people throughout this country. You know, Savannah Riverside, you'll never hear the congressman speak about that, but you will not believe the contributions that he's made in order to keep the site going. Some of the companies anyway. And so, Mr. Congressman, we really, truly appreciate your compassion. And I want the people here to know that not only we are cousins, but we are friends. And we really appreciate Miss Emma, who's really stood by you and has really been helpful and has contributed to the uplifting and to the spirit of all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Congressman, Congressman Bill.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Doctor, for presenting here today. And let me thank the developers of this great historic effort.